production now, and they wanted to know why. They're like, how do you do it?
How's she hanging in there?
Exactly. After all these years.
Hello, my name is Stella Martin.
I'm Peter Fishman.
My name is Dominic Zerlo.
My name's Mary Murphy.
My name's Tony Escudero.
My name is Dave Daniels.
My name is Jeremy Ozzie.
My name is Teresa Williams.
Bernie Living.
My name is Arthur Salazar.
Bruce Trigg.
My name is Joanne Keith.
My name is Eli Preston.
In the field of harm reduction outreach work, burnout is a big issue. It not only affects us personally, but it also affects our coworkers and our clients.
Most people experience burnout at some point in their career, but it's often something we keep to ourselves, sometimes because we are afraid of others' judgment, or simply because we hope it will disappear if we ignore it.
Starting a conversation about preventing and dealing with burnout, how we take care of ourselves, and how we develop longevity in our work is essential. People who have worked in this field for a number of years have wisdom they can share with those who are just entering into it.
It is our hope that you will gain some new knowledge from this film and the discussion that follows, and that it will help you in being the happiest, healthiest harm reductionist you can be, as well as supporting your staff or coworkers in their own self-care.
I let things go. I leave things at work as much as I can. Try and separate my personal life from my work life as best as I can. So when I get home, I try to focus on other things that are stress relievers for me. For instance, I swim, I work in my yard, and I play with my dog, stuff like that. And I try and take vacations, and I'm past due.
I think having good boundaries, both within the professional context with colleagues, and then if you're out on the street working with participants, that you know, maintaining good boundaries.
I do a lot of creative things like draw, a lot of artwork. That's how I manage stress.
But I think what really comes down to managing my stress is finding what makes me happy and then doing that.
A lot of time that goes into my work, and a lot of the times we have to work on the weekends and work after hours, and to kind of balance that, I had to take days off for myself to where I have to concentrate and at times meditate and look back on my spirituality.
Walking seems to be a really good stress relief for me.
Hang out with my family, play with my kids, go hang out with some of my friends. We all like the same type of, rap music and stuff, so I'll sit there listening to music.
I usually play video games. I don't know. I have an Xbox 360, and whenever I get off of a day that's been pretty stressful, I just go and play some video games. I also read several books, not all at once, but read a book at a time.
I'm Catholic, and so I'm spiritual, so I started looking to that a lot of times, my inner spirituality, to help me through crisis or stress.
I am a traditionalist, so I do practice a lot of my traditional ways, visiting medicine people, and also visiting and conversing with my mother, who does do native prayer for myself, for my well-being, spiritual and physical.
I used to belong to a drumming group, and we would do sweats. And I still carry prayers with me and sort of the feeling of that from that group. And so every day I have a practice of praying, usually when I drive to work and then when I drive home at night, or I have a prayer that I say, and it's the same one over and over. And it's in a stressful time I can say it to help me relax, but I just try to make sure that I acknowledge the fact that I am a spiritual being, and that that part of life is really important to me.
I'm not at all religiously oriented, and I sort of claim that I don't have any spiritual particular interests, but someone would say that working and believing in a better world and social justice is sort of equivalent to spiritual. That's my spirituality. I want to make a better world.
I believe in God, and also have a drug past, and believe that God has gotten me through that and kept me clean for all these years. So I do attend church regularly. So my faith is a big part of my my ability to stay positive.
Nice.
Being transgendered as well, and knowing all of these things, and being in recovery for about 1 year and 3 months now, I've learned a lot of tools that keep me sober, that keep me strong, that keep me focused, that keep me positive. And learning that spirituality all over again, that I was kind of raised with my native ways, kind of just made me appreciate myself more, my culture, my traditions.
Every Sunday morning I go for a long run, and most people are in church on Sunday morning, and I see Sunday morning my church is, running through the aspens and looking at the New Mexican sky.
And after experiencing and listening to a lot of people that I work with, stories, so it just makes me more appreciative and motivates me to just take care of myself and encourage them to also work with their spiritual leaders, to also work with their medicine people, to work with people from the community that know how to take care of themselves on a spiritual level, because it takes all of that to take care of yourself.
Some of the things that I like to do as far as for stress management and to really help take care of myself is I make sure that I eat well. Quite often I find that things are just so busy, the demand for our services is so great that it's hard to find time to eat. So what I do is I try to bring in little snacks. I have little bits of food. I have cans of tuna fish that sit on my desk.
This morning I got up at 5 o'clock and I ran 3 miles and I worked out for about 45 minutes. I am a 25-year vegan. I go on hikes every weekend with my wife and my daughter.
I also exercise regularly. I go work out 3 to 4 times a week, swim about a mile each time, work on the elliptical machines, that sort of thing. And then I take time to do things like walk my dog and read and just relax.
Thanks.
And get enough sleep every night. That's a big one.
The biggest one for me is like play therapy more than anything, where I play with my son, or we have this ridiculously stupid kitten, or when I, like I said, when I go to the dog pound and play with the puppies for a while.
I get into the bathtub, and on the edge of the tub I'll put a big bowl of yogurt with a bunch of fruit in there, and I'll fill the tub up to here and just sit in the tub for about an hour. I kind of meditate in there.
I don't do a meditation per se, but I do kind of do like a biofeedback thing with myself. Good. Just to relax. My mantra on it really is, you can't help anyone else until you help yourself. So to have someone who's really stressed out and then really trying to interact with other people who are stressed out for a variety of reasons, that's not doing anybody any good.
Sometimes I have to put off doing the things that are stressing me out, like I have to leave the pile of dishes, I have to leave the laundry and just ignore it and go have fun in order to stay sane.
Taking a walk into like the woods, or into a serene place like a canyon or a mesa, and just reflect, and that's just how I rejuvenate myself, is just take enjoyment in the silence, really.
I try to stay real tuned into my emotions. Anyway, I try to gauge that thermostat all the time. It'd be nice to check in every now and then and say, how am I?